Welcome everybody. My name is Michael and today we're discussing about Bitcoin Taproot. You might be wondering, what is this? You saw it probably all over on our Bitcoin over the past week. It got locked in. What does this mean and why is this very important? Because if we look at Bitcoin's history over the past few years, this update that's coming in November, Taproot, is going to be very vital for Bitcoin's network and has probably boosted the price of Bitcoin a little bit with its news, and most likely in November will also boost the price just based off of the past history with other updates and stuff like this. It's a soft fork. So today we're discussing about Bitcoin Taproot, and come out and join me. The Bitcoin Taproot software upgrade has just locked in. This was 4 days ago. Let the bull market resume. Good article overview. One of the main advantages of Schnorr signatures is that they're able to take multiple keys inside a complex Bitcoin transaction and produce a single unique signature. This means that the signatures from the multiple parties involved in the transaction can be aggregated into a single Schnorr signature. This is known as signature aggregation. Lower transaction fees, more transactions per block, higher TPS rate, and reduced amount of data to be transferred and stored on the blockchain. The Lightning Network will benefit hugely from this. Aggregated signatures means that the Lightning Network contracts look no different from normal Bitcoin transactions. That will increase privacy and fungibility, to say nothing of discrete log contracts. This could allow the Lightning Network to trade financial derivatives and more. We're just getting started. Global adoption. There we go. Taproot locked in, and it redirects us to a website that temporarily died due to traffic, but here is the website itself, taproot.watch. And yes, it was locked in 4 days ago. People have been celebrating. So what exactly is it? It is a soft fork. There's soft forks, there's hard forks. Taproot is a soft fork to the Bitcoin network that'll improve the scripting capabilities and privacy. It enables something called MAST, which can help make smart contracts more efficient and private by only revealing the relevant parts of the contract when spending. It can also improve privacy of the Lightning Network by making channels look like regular Bitcoin transactions if the Lightning implementations choose to adopt Taproot. What is BIP9 and the block signaling works? BIP9 and Speedy Trial is a soft fork deployment method where the miners and mining pools help to coordinate the deployment of a soft fork. They do so by signaling for deployment of the soft fork in their mined blocks. To lock in the soft fork for activation, 90% of the blocks have to signal. The signaling method works in periods of 2016 blocks, meaning that within a 2016 block period, 90% or 1,815 out of the 2016 blocks have to signal for readiness. Do note that it's not necessarily over if one period does not succeed to reach 90%. It just means that we'll have to wait until the next period. The speedy trial ends in August. After this, no speedy trial deployments are possible anymore, and new soft fork deployment methods have to be developed. If 1,815, 90% of the blocks signal for readiness within a period, then full nodes that have upgraded to Bitcoin Core or any other compatible implementation will consider the signaling a success, and it'll activate the Taproot soft fork in November. Obviously, if the website and everybody's celebrating, then it was a success. We had over 90% of miners signal yes, they approve of this, and come November, it's locked in. Come November, the upgrade's going to happen. It's a soft fork, which is the difference between a hard fork, because hard forks can change Bitcoin as we know it. That's why there's Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Gold, and all of this stuff. Well, a soft fork is an update, but it doesn't necessarily have to divide Bitcoin into different forks. So with a soft fork, there's only one blockchain that'll remain valid as users will go through the update. And in a hard fork, there's going to be various blockchains depending on what the hard fork was. In hard forks, both the old and the new blockchains will exist side by side, and the software must be updated to work, and exchanges and everybody has to go along with it. So a soft fork is a change to the software protocol where only previously valid transaction blocks are made invalid. Because old nodes will recognize the new blocks as valid, a soft fork is valid. backwards compatible. And if we go to the news, we see that everybody's celebrating it. We have a CNBC article. Bitcoin just got its first makeover in 4 years. It's the first Bitcoin upgrade. It's called Taproot. The upgrade will mean greater transaction privacy and efficiency, and crucially, it'll unlock the potential for smart contracts, a key feature of the Bitcoin technology. Unlike Bitcoin's 2017 upgrade, it was referred to as the last civil war, and there was a bunch of hard forks that came out. There was a few ideologies that were going to war against each other. They didn't really like each other. They had differing opinions. Taproot, on the other hand, has near universal support. It's because this time these changes are fairly incremental improvements that have to be made, and, well, it's going to improve it for everybody. Obviously, who wants to pay higher fees? Nobody. We want it cheaper, we want it faster, we want it more efficient. So right now, the cryptocurrency uses something called the elliptic curve digital signature algorithm. It's created from private keys, which controls a Bitcoin wallet and ensures that Bitcoin can only be spent by the rightful owner. Taproot will switch over to something known as Schnorr signatures, essentially making multi-signature transactions unreadable. In practice, that means there's greater privacy because your keys won't have as much exposure on the blockchain. A security engineer from Gemini stated, "You can kind of hide who you are a little bit better, which is good. It won't translate to greater anonymity for your individual Bitcoin address on the public blockchain, but it'll make simple transactions indistinguishable from those that are more complex and comprised of multiple signatures. These souped-up signatures are also a game changer for smart contracts, which are self-executing agreements that live on the blockchain. Smart contracts can theoretically be used for practically any kind of transaction, from paying your rent each month to registering your vehicle. Taproot makes smart contracts cheaper, smaller, and in terms of the space they take up on the blockchain, everything's going to be a little bit more efficient. This enhanced functionality and efficiency presents mind-blowing potential. It's a paradigm shift. Currently, smart contracts can be created both on Bitcoin's core protocol layer and on the Lightning Network. It's a payments platform built on the blockchain, and the Lightning Network has been around for quite a while, and it was supposed to make Bitcoin cheaper, and it did, but not everybody is okay with Lightning Network. It's a little bit of a controversial, but whatever. It is what it is. Welcome to crypto. There's always some drama. There's always some people fighting back and forth. That's just how it is. But thankfully, this time around, people are more accepting of Taproot. Lightning transactions could be a fraction of a penny, while a Bitcoin transaction at the core protocol layer can be much more expensive than that. Obviously, 20, 30, 40. We've seen as high as $50, but also, Ethereum's no better. Ethereum gas fees. Come on, Ethereum 2.0. Let's reduce the Ethereum gas fees, because everything needs to be a little bit, it's just too crazy right now. And that's probably also a smaller reason, but it doesn't help. And as the prices got hiked up, people didn't really want to pay these large transaction fees anymore. So in the future, if we want to get to $1 million Bitcoin, we don't want to see $1,000 per each transaction. If you're sending $1, it's going to cost you $1,000. It just doesn't make any sense. So though the Bitcoin community has agreed to the upgrade, the rollout itself won't happen until November. There's going to be a lot of testing that has to go ahead, so it's not going to be glitchy. And if anything does go wrong, well, that's going to be very costly. Upgrades allow the extremely remote possibility of a bug entering the system, which would destroy confidence in the whole cryptocurrency system, effectively wiping it out. This is why upgrade processes are carefully tested, retested, vetted again and again over very long periods of time prior to being deployed. Many remember in 2013, there was a disastrous migration, an upgrade gone rogue. It went wrong, and Bitcoin temporarily split in half. You don't want different clients or miners in the protocol out of sync. That's how catastrophic stuff happens. So right now, we're just chilling. We're in the summertime. Come November, we're going to be all good. Hopefully, it's going to reduce fees a little bit, and everyone's going to be a little bit happy about that. So that's that. Maybe you were wondering what Taproot is. Maybe you had no idea even there was an upgrade coming out. And if so, definitely check out the subreddit for Bitcoin. You're going to be most up to date over there because they love everything about Bitcoin. They have all the news about Bitcoin. Everyone was super excited about it, so I thought I'd make a video about it. Even though it got locked in and that was 4 days ago, we still have so much time before the upgrade actually happens. So I'm sure there's going to be even more news coming out. And some would argue that, in a way, this Taproot upgrade would also bring DeFi to Bitcoin. In Bitcoin's current network form, smart contracts require an immense amount of space to be stored on a blockchain. As transaction fees are a function of the amount of space a transaction wants to occupy in a block, creating smart contracts on Bitcoin is very expensive. This is because such complex transactions have to link all public keys associated with any smart contracts, making the kind of DeFi projects found on Ethereum completely impossible. But Taproot's going to fix that. Taproot will make Bitcoin's complex smart contract interactions look like a single payment between two public keys. The ability to run smart contracts potentially paves the way for Bitcoin to run similar DeFi activities to those found on Ethereum. These changes will also apply to the Lightning Network, which might be the best place for smart contracts to live on the Bitcoin network. So maybe DeFi will come on to Bitcoin. Will that matter? A little bit. It's not that important. Mainly the fees are. Thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, wish me luck. Tomorrow I've got another day at work and we got to wake up early. I'm grateful for the chance to be able to upload videos every single day. I'm now going to the gym because turns out the gym has decent Wi-Fi. It's not too far away from here, so we're just going to walk on over, upload there. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And now I got to go to sleep in a few hours. It's, 6, 7 p.m. There we go. Probably in a month or two we'll switch to better hours. So wish me luck. Thanks so much for watching. Join the army, I guess. I don't know. My fan base. Let's get to 1100. We're so close. And have a great rest of your day. Bye.